Hey guys, after a long break, we're finally back with a new video. Remember last time when I taught you the duplex technique? Today, finally, I'll be teaching you how you can use the duplex technique to perform squares. And in the next video, we'll be going over how you can use it to do square roots. So let's jump right in.
Let's begin. Today we'll be learning how to do squares for any number using the duplex technique. Just like last video, the technique I'll teach one by one up to 5 digits, and from there on you can understand the pattern and do it on your own. Let's begin with 2 digits because single digit is very simple. It is just the duplex of the number and you'll find the square. Those are the same things. And it's a better thing if you memorize all of these just so that it's easier for you while you're performing the duplex technique for other number of digits. Okay, let's start with the number 74. Okay, so for 74 squared, what you do first, you find the duplex of the units digit, then you find the duplex of both the digits together, then you find the unit of only the hundreds digit. Let me show you how it's done. Duplex of 4 is 16, 6 with a carry of 1. Then duplex of 74 would be 7 times 4 times 2, 56, plus our carry, 57. So 7 and 5 is our carry. And last we have 7 squared as the duplex. So we have 49 plus 5 is 54. And our square of 74 is 5476. I hope you understood the technique. Let me show it again for a smaller number like 32. Okay, just so that you understand. Again, start with units, then do both the numbers, then end with the tens digit. So we have the units digit, 2 squared is 4, no carry. 3 times 2 times 2 for duplex of 32. So we have 12, carry of 1. Then we have 3 squared, that is 9, plus our carry of 1 will give a 10. So our final answer is 1024. Okay. So next we'll move over to 3 digit squares. Okay. Take 395. Okay. 5 squared. Oh, first you begin with the units digit, then you begin with units and tens together, then you go for all 3 digits, and then back down to 2 digits, back to 1 digit. I hope you understood the pattern that we're following to find these squares. Okay. First 5 squared, 25. 5 carry of 2. Next we have duplex of 95, that is 9 times 5 times 2, 90, plus carry of 2 gives 2, and next carry is 9. Okay, then we have the duplex of all 3 numbers. So the outer digits 3 and 5, 3 times 5 times 2, 30, plus 9 squared, 81, plus 9. So we end up with 90 plus 30, 120. And the carry is 12. All of this calculation must be done in the mind so that the process is more efficient and fast, and you won't have to write much on the paper itself. Okay, then we go for the 2 digits from the left side. 3 times 9 times 2 for the duplex would give 6 times 9, which is 54, 54 plus our carry of 12 gives 66. And the new carry is 6. And to finish up, we take the square of the hundredths digit, which is 3 in this case. So 3 squared 9 plus carry of 6 is 15, and we have our square of 395. Let's try one more number, 1, 2, 3 for example. Okay, first start with units. So 3 squared is 9, then these two together, 2 times 3 times 2, 12 with a carry of 1. Then we go for all the 3 digits. 1 times 3 times 2 would give 6, and 2 squared would give 4. So 6 plus 4 is 10, plus carry of 1, 11, 1, and carry of 1. Now back down to 2 digits. 1 times 2 times 2 is 4. If the carry becomes a 5, we don't have any more carries. And to end with, we have 1 squared, which is 1, and the final squared number is 15129. Okay, now for 4 digits, for the sake of explanation, I'll take a simpler number, say 3206. Okay, so if you understood the pattern, you would know that we start with the units. Okay, 6 squared, 36, so carry of 3. Next, for 2 digits, 0 times 6 times 2, we still get a 0. So we just add the carry, which is 3. Be very careful in this step, don't forget to take the carry down if you get a 0. And we don't have any carry after this, so now we go for 3 digits. 0 squared is 0, so we go for the outer digits, 2 and 6. 2 times 6 times 2, 4 times 6, 24. So 4 with a carry of 2. Then we go all out with all 4 digits. 3 times 6 times 2 gives 6 times 6, which is 36, and the inner 2 digits make a 0, so there's no point in including it. So 36 plus 2, 38, and with a carry of 3. Next, we go for 3, 2, 0. 3 and 0 end up in a 0, and 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7, without a carry this time. Then we have 3 into 2 into 2, which would be 12, with 1 as our carry. 3 squared is 9, 9 plus 1, which is the carry, and we have our final square. I hope you understood this technique and the pattern that we're following once again. Okay, so if you were to guess, how would you do it for a 5-digit number? Let's see if you're right. Okay, go for another simple number, 10214, let's say, and we want to square it. Yes, so we start with 1s, then 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we go all the way back to 4, 3, 2, and end with 1. Be careful and don't forget, you always start from the right to the left and not left to the right. Okay, let's begin with 4. So 4 squared 16, carry 1. Then duplex of 14 is 8, plus 1 9. Let's erase the previous carry. Next duplex of 214 would be 2 times 4 times 2 plus 1 squared. That would give us 16 plus 1, 17. Carry is 1. Next we have 4 digits. 0 times 4 times 2, still a 0. But 2 times 1 times 2 is a 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Next, all 5 digits. So if you remember from last video, for 5 digits, we take the outer digits and then the inner 2 digits, and then the center digit you square it as a single digit number. Okay, so let's try that. 1 times 4 times 2, 8. Okay, 0 times 1 times 2 is 0. 2 squared is 4. So 4 plus 0 plus 8. Am I right? 4 plus 0 plus 8 gives us a 12. It's a new carry of 1. Next, we go back down to 4 digits. 1 times 1 times 2, just 2. Plus 0 times 2 times 2, which is 0. So 2 plus 1, we have our 3. Next, back to 3 digits. 1 times 2 times 2 is 4. 0 squared is 0. And we don't have a carry to add with. Next, 1 times 0 times 2, still a 0. And we end with 1 squared, that is 1. And voila, this is our square of 10,214. Okay. Now, if you were to find the pattern for 6 digits, I'm pretty sure you would know how by this time. Okay, take 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first you start with doing the units, then units tens, units tens hundreds, units tens hundreds thousands, and then all the way up to 10,000 and 100,000 or 1 lakh, whatever you may call it. Then back down to 5 digits, 4 digits, 3 digits, 2 digits, 1 digit. Remember, sometimes you might get a pretty large number after finishing all the additions. Here I took some simple examples for the sake of explanation, but you have to be really careful because there's a high chance of making mistakes with those kind of questions. Be careful and try to do it slowly at first, just so that you don't make any mistakes. What matters more is accuracy rather than the speed. Let me show how to deal with decimals when you're trying to square. So let's say you have a number 2.14. So how you do it, or what I do normally, is I ignore the decimal point first, so it turns into 214. Now I find the square of this number as I would for a regular 3-digit number. 4 times 4, 16. 6 carry 1. 1 times 4 times 2, 8. So we have 9. Remove the previous carry. 2 times 4 times 2, 16 plus 1, 17. 7. 1 carry. 2 times 1 times 2, 4. So 5. And 2 squared is 4. Okay. Now the next step, which is really important, really crucial, be really careful with this. Okay. Note how many digits there are after the decimal point. So in this case there are 2 digits. Double it. So 2 double would be 4, right? So take the decimal point from here, go 4 steps to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where you should place the decimal point. So our actual square is 4.5796. Most people make mistakes in these kind of questions as they can be pretty tricky, and you might generally see yourself trying to find the squares of some numbers like these. Okay? Especially when you're finding things like areas of squares or circles or anything like that, or when you convert the units from a smaller unit like millimeter all the way up to meters for questions in maths and maybe even in physics. So there you will end up with such small numbers which you might end up having to square. Just use the same technique that I taught you. Ignore the decimal. So you'll end up with just a singular 5. 5 squared, 25. Now assume a decimal point to the right. Okay, count. How many are there to the right of the original decimal point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, don't forget to include this number as well, because this is also a part of the decimal. Don't just include the zeros, include this as well. So it's not 4, it's 5 digits after the decimal point. Double of 5 is 10. Okay, so take this decimal point, move it to the left 10 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you put it here. Of course, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? And you might have to convert it to a form like this. 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 9. I hope you understood how you deal with squaring for decimal numbers, and I also hope you understood the pattern with which we use the duplex technique for finding the squares of any number. That's it for today. Bye.
So I hope you understood this technique. It's very simple and very effective. It's way better than just multiplying the same number twice. And I feel this is the most important and most useful technique for me, especially throughout my school maths. So make sure to practice this technique and use it as much as you can, wherever you can, because it will really save a lot of time and effort. See you next time.